Weeks have passed, but outrage over the death of a law enforcement K-9 has not. 34 days ago, a DPS officer left his K-9 partner in a hot patrol car. Veterinarians later euthanized that dog, Jeg, in Tucson. Since then, Not on Your Side has covered many angles to Jeg's story, and lately, you've been asking us, what happened to that officer? We went to work and found he's back on the job and won't be facing at least some charges. Not on Your Side's Kevin Keene was the first reporter at DPS headquarters that day, and he brings us the latest in continuing coverage.
This is an officer's partner, a fellow officer. And I think people just think it's a heinous crime that an animal was left in the car for that long in the heat of the day.
Animal advocate Jill Wofield is among the many wanting to know where the investigation into Jeg's death stands today. Not on Your Side found DPS officer Corey Lankow, who left Jeg in this patrol car, is no longer on administrative leave. The department says he's back on the job, but without a K-9. Not on Your Side also found Officer Lankow will not face felony charges. The Tucson Police Department is in charge of the investigation into what happened and says the Pima County attorney decided not to file charges against the officer.
My guess is that the Pima County Attorney's Office looked at all of the circumstances and concluded that it was unlikely that it was done in a intentional, knowingly, or reckless manner.
Tucson attorney Mike Picaretta is not involved in the case, but offered possible reasons why the county prosecutor chose not to pursue this case. That office did not return Not on Your Side's request for comment. But the legal case and possible charges against Lankow aren't over. The city prosecutor's office is now reviewing the case to consider lesser misdemeanor charges against him. That's all part of the criminal investigation. At the same time, DPS has its own internal one. In a statement, the department wrote, quote, "This investigation is expected to last until the end of the year and will help ensure that unfortunate incidents such as Jeg's death can be avoided in the future." Changes and answers Wofield thinks should come sooner.
In my opinion, December is still way too long. What is there? There's outside pressure, there's outside scrutiny. Why can't they get their ducks in a row and get it done right and get it done quickly?
Switching back to the criminal investigation here, the Tucson City prosecutor tells me his office received the case yesterday and the review is underway. He expects some action within the coming days.
Kevin, when DPS wraps up its internal investigation, will we know the results?
That's something that I asked about today because those results of an internal review like that isn't necessarily something that they have to share with the public. But the DPS spokesman said that the department wants to be transparent here. He said that as an example, that could mean telling us about any changes in officer training or policies or equipment that are a result of Jeg's death.
Well, certainly such a high-profile case, so many people following this. We'll look for those results soon. Thanks, Kevin.